Well, legendary blues man, singer B.B. King died overnight.
It's a sad story.
Yeah.
King's attorney says the 15-time Grammy Award winner passed away at his home in Las Vegas. Deborah Tuff is here to tell us how King's legacy lives on through his music. Deb.
And Deb, do you remember him in The Cosby Show?
Yes, that was actually my first recollection of him, and it stayed in everyone's minds forever. Such a nice guy.
Yeah.
You know what? The songs Lucille, as you guys know, and The Thrill Is Gone, were blasting in our newsroom this morning. The thrill is gone for a man whose name aptly signified his place in not only the blues genre, but music history. Let's take a look at this. In King's music, you can hear a story of love, a story of loss, a story of blues. Now, the Mississippi Delta-bred musician learned to play guitar from his preacher uncle and had a phenomenal career spanning decades. He also performed well into his 80s, but suffered from diabetes, and that's when his health kind of declined. He'd been in hospice care at his home in Vegas, and here he is in an earlier interview talking about his music.
When I'm playing, I want you, and you, to get my story, get my meaning.
King died last night at 9 Pacific time. He was 89 years old. Now, born Riley B. King, he had a slew of awards and recognitions. Just to name a few, he was the first blues musician to be honored with the Kennedy Lifetime Achievement Award. Yeah. He's been inducted in both the Blues Foundation Hall of Fame and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So to say that he will be missed, you know, it's an understatement. I'm kind of getting a little teary-eyed.
Well, yeah, absolute legend for sure in that field of profession. I mean, it's amazing and crossed over a lot of generations. And just even if you weren't a huge blues fan, you appreciated what he was capable of doing. Really good storyteller with the music there.
Right,
too.
Absolutely.
Also crossed over from blues into rock and roll.
Yeah.
His his induction to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame too.
Right.
So, yeah, there's only one B.B. King.
Yeah.
He'll never be replaced,
Never.
always missed, but at least we had him for so many years.
Right.
And he was still playing, played Stir Cove. That was probably footage from it just a couple summers
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
So, you know, he toured as long as he could.
Right, I think up until October of last year.
Wow.
And that's when he passed out on stage, and from there it just kind of was a slow and steady decline. But he lived a good life and had a great career.
We were talking about that in the newsroom. He had an incredible life.
Right.
An incredible life. We
Right.
could all hope to live.
Yeah,
To be 90 years old.
Yeah,
That's
to
true.
90.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, we're hoping no severe weather this weekend, but that remains to be seen. The threat